you sit down for 10 seconds, just 10 seconds, and your baby loses it. Not because you left the room, not because you're far away. You're right there, closer than you were a minute ago, actually. So why does the second your body hits that couch cushion sound like an alarm going off in your baby's head? Turns out it's not about the chair at all. It's about something your baby is reading off your face and your body before you've even said a word. And once you see it, you'll never look at sitting down the same way again. I'm going to walk you through exactly what's happening in your baby's brain in that moment, why it's actually a sign of healthy development, not a bad habit, and the one thing you can do differently that changes everything. Here's the thing most people get wrong. We assume babies are tracking where we are in the room, distance, proximity, like a little GPS pin. But research on infant attachment shows babies are actually tracking something way more specific than that. They're tracking your availability. Are you tuned into them or are you tuned out? Think about what usually happens right before you sit down. You're walking around, doing chores, maybe talking to them, glancing over, reacting to what they're doing. Even if you're not holding them, you're on. Your face is moving, your voice is going. You're part of their loop. Then you sit, and something shifts. Your face goes still. Your eyes might drop to your phone or a book. Your voice stops. To an adult, that's just sitting down, totally normal. But to a baby, that sudden stillness reads as a signal. The connection just dropped. And babies don't have the words to ask, "Hey, are you still with me?" So they cry. That's the ask. And it turns out scientists actually caught this exact reaction on camera in a famous experiment that's a little uncomfortable to watch because it shows just how fast babies notice when we check out. Back in the 1970s, a researcher named Edward Tronick ran a study that's now shown in psychology classes all over the world. It's called the still face experiment. Here's what happens. A mom plays normally with her baby, smiling, talking, responding, totally warm and connected. Then, on cue, she turns her face completely blank. No smile, no reaction, just a flat, neutral expression. She doesn't leave, she doesn't look away. She's still right there, inches from her baby's face. Within seconds, not minutes, seconds, the baby notices. First, they try to get mom back, smiling harder, pointing, making noise, reaching out, little strategies to pull her back in. When none of that works, the baby gets visibly distressed. Some babies cry. Some turn away and shut down completely, like they're protecting themselves from the disconnection. The wild part is mom hasn't moved an inch. She's just stopped engaging, and that alone is enough to trigger real distress. Sitting down does a smaller version of the same thing. You don't go blank-faced on purpose, but the moment your body settles and your attention shifts to something else, your baby's brain picks up on the same kind of signal. Engagement just ended, and their brain is built to sound the alarm when that happens. So if it's really about attention and not distance, that explains something else parents notice all the time, why this gets so much worse around a certain age, and it's not a coincidence.
If your baby is somewhere between 8 and 18 months old, this reaction probably feels extra intense. There's a reason for that timing, and it's not bad luck. This is the window when separation anxiety really kicks in. Your baby's brain is developing something called object permanence, understanding that things and people still exist even when they can't be seen or felt directly. Sounds like a good thing, right? It actually makes separation harder because now your baby fully understands that you can be unavailable even when you weren't before. So during this stage, your baby's brain treats any drop in your attention as a preview of a bigger separation. Sitting down and going quiet isn't read as mom needs a break. It's read as this could be the start of mom leaving. That's why the cry can feel so urgent and so fast. It's not overreacting. It's your baby's brain doing exactly what it's designed to do at this age, protect the bond. The good news? This isn't a flaw. It's actually a sign your baby has formed a strong, healthy attachment to you. Babies who don't care at all when a caregiver disengages are often the ones researchers worry about, not the ones who cry. So what do you do with all this? You don't have to stand up for the next 2 years. The fix isn't about staying on your feet. It's about giving your baby a small bridge when you sit down, instead of a sudden drop-off. A few things that work. Narrate the transition. Before you sit, say something simple like, "Mommy's going to sit right here." Your tone and voice keep the connection going, even as your body settles. Keep a beat of eye contact and a smile once you're seated before you look at your phone or your book. That 2-second check-in tells your baby's brain, still here, still with you, and it's often enough to prevent the alarm from going off at all. Give a predictable object or activity when you sit, a toy, a book, something that becomes their signal for mom's sitting now and that's okay. Over time, babies learn this new pattern and the crying fades because their brain stops treating sitting as disappearing. None of this means you have to be locked in every second. It just means the transition matters more than the position. So next time your baby loses it the moment you sit down, you'll know exactly what's happening. It's not about the couch, it's about connection, and it's actually a sign of a strong bond forming. But this still face reaction shows up in a lot of other everyday moments too, not just sitting down. And one of the biggest ones happens every time you check your phone around your baby. I broke that one down in another video, so go watch that one next.